Hello, first grade. It's Miss Murphy here to read you a story. Today we are learning about China's traditions, specifically their winter traditions. And China is a country, it's part of the continent in Asia. And we're going to be reading a fiction story. And even though this story is fiction, it can still help us learn about the Chinese traditions. So this story is called Ruby's Chinese New Year. So here's Ruby down here, and she's with a bunch of animals. So let's find out more about Chinese New Year. Every year, Ruby's grandmother came to visit for Chinese New Year. Together, they celebrated, eating special foods and making drawings for good luck. But this year, grandmother was unable to travel and she would miss spending the holiday with Ruby. So Ruby made a decision. If grandmother could not come to Ruby, Ruby would go to grandmother. Ruby drew the most beautiful picture of her family seated around a table full of noodles, dumplings, fish, vegetables, and holiday sweets, a gift for grandmother. She folded the red paper, tucked it into a red envelope, and slipped it into her pocket. So we just learned on this page some of the things they eat on Chinese New Year: noodles, dumplings, fish, vegetables, and sweets. They make drawings to bring good luck. Not far down the path, Ruby spied Cat and Rat. Hello, Cat and Rat. I'm taking a gift for Chinese New Year to grandmother. Would you like to come along? Yes, of course, said Cat, but how will we cross the meadow and the pond? Let's ask Ox, said Rat. She's so strong and dependable. And so Cat and Rat and Ruby continued on their way. Ox was walking along the path to the farmer's home. On her back, she carried packages of rice cakes and candies, sweet treats for the new year. Hello, Ox, called Cat and Rat. We're taking a gift for Chinese New Year to grandmother. Would you like to come along? I'd be happy to, said Ox. Climb on my back. We'll make the journey together. And so Ox, Cat and Rat and Ruby continued on their way. Before the group had taken 2 steps, Tiger and Rabbit bounded out of the bushes, streamers flying behind them. Hello, Tiger. Hello, Rabbit, said Ox. We're taking a gift for Chinese New Year to grandmother. Would you like to come along? Oh, yes, that sounds fun, said Tiger and Rabbit. And so Cat took a seat on Tiger's powerful back, and Rat perched between Rabbit's soft, friendly ears, and together Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat, and Rat, and Ruby continued on their way. So it looks to me they celebrate Chinese New Year with streamers and decorations. They soon passed Dragon and Snake, who were making paper lanterns. Hello, friends, where are you off to? Asked Snake. We're taking a gift to grandmother, said Tiger. Would you like to come along? Of course I would. Snake loved grandmother and was happy to visit her. We will bring the lanterns, said Snake. Will you come too, Dragon? Asked Rabbit. Of course, said Dragon, who was always ready for an adventure. So Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat, and Ruby continued on their way. So they not only eat food, make drawings, have decorations, they also make paper lanterns to celebrate Chinese New Year. As they walked along, Ruby saw Horse and Goat grazing in the meadow. Hello, said Dragon and Snake. We're taking a gift to grandmother. Would you like to come? Yes, said Horse and Goat together. First they gathered flowers from the meadow. Then Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat and Ruby continued on their way. So what else do they bring to celebrate Chinese New Year? Yes, flowers. After a short while, Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat and Ruby reached the pond, where Monkey and Rooster were catching fish for the holiday feast. And through the shrubs, just on the other side, Ruby could see Grandmother's house. So what else do they eat for Chinese New Year? Monkey is catching the fish. With a leap and a bound, Ruby dove into the pond. She would swim to Grandmother's house. She was so close. Uh-oh. What's the problem? Oh no, how are they going to fix it? Yeah, I see all the animals she was with diving in to try and get Ruby's letter. When Ruby finally reached the other side of the pond, Monkey and Rooster, Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox and Cat and Rat were waiting with her card for Grandmother. Oh no, cried Ruby. It's ruined. Everything is ruined. It's not ruined, crowed Rooster. We have lanterns, said Dragon and Snake, and streamers, said Tiger and Rabbit. We have rice cakes and sweets, said Ox, and we have our family, said Cat and Rat, looking toward the house. As Monkey and Rooster, Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Cat and Rat, and Ruby turned to look, Dog and Pig came racing out to greet them. They covered Ruby's face with kisses and tickled her until she screamed with joy. The door opened, and Grandmother appeared. Ruby, what a wonderful surprise, said Grandmother. I brought a gift for you for Chinese New Year, said Ruby, but it's wet and ruined. Don't worry, said Grandmother. It will dry, and seeing you and your friends today is the best gift of all. Together, Dog and Pig, Monkey and Rooster, Horse and Goat, Dragon and Snake, Tiger and Rabbit, Ox, Rat, Ruby, and Grandmother laid out their table. Everyone was ready to celebrate Chinese New Year. So you see the paper lanterns and the streamers and friends and family and the fish and the sweets and a feast. Except for Cat, who had fallen fast asleep. And here's all the animals. They each mean something to the Chinese people and help them celebrate Chinese New Year. I hope you learned something. Think about how those traditions compared to the ones we've already learned about. Here is also facts on how to celebrate Chinese New Year and how to make a paper lantern. And also to make good luck banners. Ruby's Chinese New Year. Thanks for listening.